We're on our quest to find some of the best tactical axes out here, and of course I brought you to 511. We're gonna go inside and find one of their tactical axes I've seen online, which is called the Peacemaker. I'll show you guys some other stuff while we're in there too, so let's head on inside and take a look at this tactical axe they have for sale. And it's not cheap, but let's go check it out.
Hey.
511 Tactical. Ooh, look. They have tactical sports bras for the ladies out there. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Hydration packs. Ooh, they even have 511 tactical sandals. There's nothing better than being tactical with sandals. You got to get tactical. Tacticool with the sandals. Look at this. They even have some Velcro. And is that Molly? Holy crap, I've seen everything now. That's really cool. That's really cool. They put some Molly on your sandals, you'd be good to go. And they do have some different colored plate carriers. That's pretty cool. Oh, check this out. Got some comfort in the back. I don't even know what that feels like. All my plate carriers are old school. I've been to this store before. I love 511 Tactical. I've been using 511 Tactical forever. If you take a look at some of the stuff out here, 511 is like if you want to be tactical, but casual. Casually, tactically cool. That's a thing? Casually, tactically cool. That's my new thing. So here we are, book bags. 511 is definitely known for their really cool book bags. They have some really good stuff. And the reason why I like the 511 tactical bags so much is because some of them don't stand out and say tactical. So like something like this just looks like a normal book bag, and then you have Molly, you know, in the front, usually on the back, and then the inside you have different compartments, which is really cool, which is why I really like 511's book bags. They're really cool. And then we got Jennifer here sporting a couple different things. We've got the tactical beanie and book bag here. She's got the boots and the tactical pants here, 511 with the, let's see, you got any money? I mean, I was hoping she'd have some money on her because some of this stuff is really expensive. If you guys know anything about 511, it's not cheap stuff. But I will say it's pretty good quality. Most of it is really good quality. I have 511 tactical shirts and pants from like 2010 that are still going. So there is that. They're faded, but they're still going. Yeah, we can, that's what we should do. That's actually not a bad idea. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick $1 in the mannequin's pocket. Oh, whatever. We're gonna put it in the mannequin's pocket. We're not gonna tell anybody, okay? If you guys can come up here and get the $1, I'm at the 511 store on Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. It's yours, and I'll do something special for you if you decide. It's kind of like a side quest.
You gotta mark the $1.
Yeah, you gotta record yourself taking it out of the mannequin though. You can't just say you got it. So come up here to 511, get you the $1 out of the pocket, and I'll do something special for you. Why not? Here we are. We've got some really cool different bags up here too, like the duffel bags, and then you have coolers. 511 tactical coolers, even with like a Molly on the side. That's really cool too. You can get it in the tacticool patterns here or just black. I have yet to use one of these. They kind of look like, what are those? What's that brand called? Yeti. Yeah, they kind of like the Yeti coolers. That's at least what I'm thinking. Oh, look at that. And they have the 511 gloves, which are really nice, the competition shooting gloves. I have a bunch of these. I used to keep them in my car, 2 or 3 pair when I would do a lot of pew-pew stuff. And they're really nice to have. They're really lightweight. They're pretty durable, and they'll last you a pretty good amount of time with heavy-duty use. And, you know, depending on what glove it is, what it's designed for, you know, it can be thinner or thicker. They do have some summer lightweight gloves too that are really good if you're doing a lot of pew-pew and stuff outside and it's really hot. More book bags, which is tactical bags, which are really nice. You have really small ones too that are really nice too. I really enjoy the different bags they give you. You can have like really heavy-duty pack-out bags like these if you're going camping or whatever. Then you have the really small ones if you want to just put something together really quick, just for maybe like a half-a-day hike or something. Love it. It's awesome. And then you have all your attachments if you wanted to put it on a bag or a plate carrier, like your mag pouches, your medical pouches, all the stuff up here on the wall. And one thing I did is on the visor of my trucks in my car is I'll get these, stick them on the visor and put like a little flashlight, a glass breaker and stuff. Those are really cool to have in your car, you know, because you never know. And then a seat belt cutter or even a small little pocket knife. So we're going to go check out the tactical axe that 511 offers right now. But before we go check it out, I want to tell you guys, I'm going to pick out a little something here in the store for all of you. So we'll do a free giveaway at the end of this. So stay tuned. But without further ado, let's go check out the Peacemaker. Peacemaker. Down here in the glass, you want to come a little, they can't see it all the way back there. All right, so here we are, the Peacemaker. Tactical axe. It's really cool. Peacemaker Series CFA Camp and Field Axe. 511 tacticool. All right, so let's take it out and have a look at it real quick.
I have a pain to put
Yeah, that kydex is a real nightmare on these tactical axes. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, guys, so here is the 511 tactical Peacemaker. I'm not going to show too much because we're going to take it home. We're going to do an unboxing on it. You do get a kydex sheath, and of course, you get some snaps. And if you want, you can throw it on some molly, which is really cool too. So let's buy it and take it home and unbox it and do all that good jazz. And like I said, we're going to find something cool here to buy for you guys, and we'll do a free giveaway. So let me pick out what it is, and then I'll come back and we'll tell you what it is and do the free giveaway. Conservative, discreet, yet tacticool. 511.
You just gave them their new slogan. Let it be known I claim full rights and royalties on that.
Okay, Dave. Hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of the video of us taking a little bit of a tour of 511. If I need to go back there, I can. It's right up the road. And one thing that I do enjoy about making some of these videos where I go into the stores is that I don't talk to management. I don't talk to the owners. I talk to the people that are actually working the store. I talk to them about the products they carry and what they like and don't like. So I get an honest opinion, I feel, that way, talking to people that are at ground level. I'm a ground level type of manager, if I was one, to speak to the people that are handling the products all the time. So that's what I do when I go to these places. I talk to the people that handle this, that maybe even use it. So it was really cool talking to the gentleman that was at the 511 store. He gave me some really insightful information on different products that they had there, sales, clearances, online stuff. It's just awesome, so I really enjoyed it. But you know, without further ado, let's get into the Camp and Field Axe, the Peacemaker series by 511 Tactical. This thing looks really cool, and I think I may have gotten a different color than I showed you guys in the store, because I'm pretty sure on the back it says OD green. So let's take it out of the box and see. I prefer OD green over that khaki color anyway. Pretty cool box. As you can see here, it's like a 3D box. As you guys know, I love boxes. I just love them to death. Yep, I was right. We got the OD green model. Yes! Love it, Dave.
Get anything free from 511? No? Then who cares about the color?
All right, so before we get into the Peacemaker series axe here, the Camp and Field Axe, I'm going to send it over to this dude back here, and he's going to run you through some cool pictures and videos of this thing, give you some specs on it. Then we're going to come back, and I'm going to give you guys my first impressions on the Camp and Field Axe by 511 Tactical.
Compact power, field-ready control. That's the slogan 511 says about this tactical axe. Built for demanding environments, this axe is compact, multi-function tool designed for tactical, field, and woodland use. That's what they say, so don't come at me if yours has issues. I'm basically just copying and pasting this info. The axe is designed from 4135 alloy steel and is made in Taiwan, which is or isn't part of China, depending on which celebrity you are. At only 14 inches, it is compact, however, with a weight of 1 pound and 12.2 ounces. This axe should smash with ease into the target. The axe head design is very interesting, with relief cuts added for what I assume is to conserve on weight, or to make it look extra tactical. Take your pick. The cutting edge is decently sharp and measured in at 4 inches. A spike is paired on the back of the axe head and has been designed for splitting wood and breaking stuff, like piggy banks, and your wallet after you buy this. The most interesting part we found with this axe was the grip panels, which are made from fiberglass reinforced nylon. Honestly, they do not feel the greatest, and with wet hands, it may be hard to control swinging or throwing, but that's just our first impressions. The Camp and Field Axe looks promising from 511 Tactical. The description they provide on the website for this axe makes me feel all warm and cozy inside. But does that it make a good axe? Come back for part 2, when we see if the description actually matches the real-world performance.
I'll say this about 511 real quick. I've owned a lot of their stuff since like the mid to late 2000s when I did contracting work. We wore nothing but 511 stuff. Plate carriers, body armor underneath of it, different shirts, different types of pants. I mean, you name it, we wore it, jackets. And I will say I still have all of it. It's over 15 years old. I've washed it a million times. I had even one time was wearing soft body armor underneath one of these shirts, and that's all I wore for months on end in this heat. And it still is in my closet. I'm still wearing some of it to this day. It worked really well. It faded a little bit over time with so many washes, but it's pretty good stuff, even though it is a little expensive. Another thing I like about 511 is that when they box things up or tags or anything like that, I like the extra touch. Some people don't care.
I'll tell you what it is.
I know.
It's psychological trickery. They can't fool me.
I like it. And one thing that I noticed as soon as I took it out of the box was that you get like a detail here. You even get a detail up here of this kydex sheath, telling you different things you can do with it, telling you the steel type, the cutting edge length, all the different types of things that you can do down here with taking off the grip panels and the lanyard hole, get a pry bar. I mean, it's a nice touch. I think it is. You guys may not, but I do. All right, so let's take a look at this sheath here. It is a kydex sheath. You do get a belt loop, or maybe if you want to throw that through some molly, you can. It's back there if you want it. Typical kydex sheath. The rivets in here look really nice. You do get a reversible pattern. So if you want to reverse this, you can, which is nice. Put this on this side. If you need to, orientate it on a bag or a pack or something differently, you can, which is really nice. The snap here takes a little force to get off. I do like that. And this strap right here is rubber. It's like a hard rubber. I do like that. It's not a nylon. And to put it back on, takes a little force. Not bad. I do like that. Now to take it out, I would assume you'd probably have to work the cutting edge out first. There we are. Came out really nice. So for all of you out there that always give me a bunch of crap about giving these companies leeway on their kydex being really tight when it comes to you and you having to work it, here you are. You don't have to work this one. Now I would assume you probably would have to put the spike in first. So let's put the spike in and then snaps in place. Look at that. That is really nice, guys. So sheath, not bad. Kydex is not bad. It comes in and out quick, gives you a nice draw. There is that. What we do with sheaths on this channel, guys, we toss them. We don't need it anymore because we're talking about the Camp and Field Axe by 511. Made in Taiwan. That was the first thing that I noticed on the box, and back here it does say Taiwan. So there is that. Cool design we've got going on in the actual steel, probably to lighten it up, or if you want to use it as some type of pry bar, you could. You do have some recess cutting in here and then a hole right there. I'm sure you guys could figure out something to do with it. If you get good with these tactical axes, you can find all kinds of things to do with these holes that are cut out in these axes. You just can. But kind of taking a look at it for the first time here, let's go down to the knob and work our way up. You do get a pry bar. They call this a pry bar down at the bottom, or a glass breaker. You could probably just sharpen it a little bit, give it a little bit of an edge, dull edge, and you could probably use it for glass breaking. It would probably work really well. The grip panels that are on here, they say they're glass reinforced, or fiberglass reinforced grip panels, and you can take them off. It says they're replaceable. So that's really cool. If you wanted to get your own grip panels, or you want to make some, it should be pretty easy to get some wood or some micarta, and you can have a couple different sets if you need them. We'll have to check and see in the next video how well these fiberglass reinforced grip panels hold up to abuse. I haven't had the best luck with them in the past, but we're going to test it and find out. Going up to the actual axe head here, we do have a very interesting design. As you can see here from the toe, it kind of just slants back to the spike in the back. As far as the edge goes, there is absolutely no edge back here, and it's really fat. You got some fat cheeks on this spike, so if you want to put an edge on it down here, you're going to have to thin these cheeks down on this spike because it's pretty daggone fat. So let's take a look at this edge, because I've yet to look at it, and see what we're working with here. All right, it's nice and straight from the toe down to the heel. They did a good job on that, but it's a very hard manufacturer's grind like this. And then it kind of goes back to the cheeks. Not the best edge for axe throwing or chopping, in my opinion. You can do better than that. The cheeks, though, are not bad. They slope back nicely, and the cheek design is pretty good. So I think all I'm gonna have to do is rework the actual cutting edge and get a better degree and I think I can do it pretty quick, and we'll be throwing or chopping in no time. So just put a little effort into that cutting edge, slope it back nicely to the cheeks, and I don't think it's going to take you much time, because I don't think it's going to take me much time. As far as the cutting edge goes and the sharpness out of the box, not bad. It's not bad. It's not dull at all. It's sharp. I can feel it pulling on the skin, but it's not like the craziest sharpness you could get, but it's not bad. You could probably use this out of the box, but you'll have to deal with that hard manufacturer's grind. Overall first impressions looking at the camp and field axe here, it feels good in the hand. I will say that. It does. I'll say this. Okay, so take a look at this grip here. Okay, when I put it in my hand wants to go here, but then it wants to kind of go up here. So I'm like trying to debate when I put it in my hand, where does it want to go? Where does it want to go? That's the first thing that I noticed. I kind of want to be down here, but it doesn't feel like it's long enough. I feel like my finger's on that groove right here. So I kind of want to go back up, but then I feel like I'm choking up too high on the axe here. So there is that. That's something that I did notice. You know, I'm not a big fan of these cutouts right here. I've never been a finger groove guy in axes, hatchets, and tomahawks. I'm just not. I feel like it hinders more than it promotes anything, but that's just my opinion. But it does feel good in the hand. The circumference, as you can see here, is pretty daggone good. I will say that when I put it in my hand, the first thing I noticed is that from left to right, from back to front, it's really long, but this way it's really narrow. So when I put it in my hand, it feels like I'm extending this way, but I've got room on the left and right. But I could work with it. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I will say that the grip panels on here, they're not the most comfortable. And I will say too, it's hot. It's not incredibly hot out here, but man, these things, they're really slick. I mean, I can feel that thing just, wanting to like come out of my hand, and I don't want it to just from doing this. So there is that. I'm not a big fan of these fiberglass reinforced grip panels or handles. They get really slick really easily, especially when your hands are wet from whatever. Rain, snow, sleet, blood, pick one.
A late night in the dark? Confusing linseed oil for lotion?
Yeah, that's right, Dave. And the baby over there doesn't like grip panels either. She's showing her unpleasantries. Let's get into my favorite part, which is the weight distribution and rotation test. Weight distribution, I can almost tell you guys right now, it's going to be handle heavy. Yep, handle heavy. That's not bad though. It's not falling too fast. So it's handle heavy, but it could be more evenly distributed compared to other axes where we've done all steel and they fall really fast. So there is that. Doing a rotation test. We're going to see if it's going to wobble in the air at distance. Just kind of feeling it. I feel like it may wobble at distance. Let's just see what it's going to do here. Put it in our hand and check it. A little bit. It's rotating a little bit around, so that tells me that when it doesn't fly over really fast and it doesn't just fall straight down, but it kind of wants to turn itself over, that it's probably going to be just fine at triple rotations, but I think we're probably going to get some wobble. But I'm going to go on a limb and say that I think it's going to be controllable at triple rotations. So just kind of looking at it for the first time, I think it's going to fly really well at a single and double, maybe triple and quadruple rotations, we'll get some wobble. But we'll have to test it like we always do on here. This is just speculation. That test isn't always right? I mean, it is a good amount of times, but we always have to test these things. I never give you guys my honest opinion after a first impression until I use it. I don't know how anybody could do that. But just kind of looking at it for the first time, it does feel cool. It feels good in the hand. I will tell you guys, this thing feels like it's going to smash in the target when you throw it. It's got some weight to it. It does. I do like the head design up here. I'm not really sure what this cutout is here. If you want to put your hand, I'm not really sure. I'm not even going to,
It's for prying.
We use it to like go up and pick Dave's nose or something. I don't know. You guys could probably look online and see what that's for. I don't know exactly what it's for.
You're joking, right?
I do like the weight. I like the design in it. I think it's going to fly really well. The only thing that I do not care for is the grip panels. The grip panels don't feel the greatest in the hand. I'm going to have to wrap it with grip tape. I can already tell you that. It doesn't give the best grip. It feels way too slick in the hand, and I'm not a big fan of the cutout right here. I know some people will love that. I'm just not a big fan of it. I'd rather just have a straight handle or just contour it up fill that hole in. That's just my opinion. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the 511 Tactical Camp and Field Axe. I will tell you guys, it's not cheap, coming in at 200 bucks. So, you know, is it worth that money? I don't know. We're gonna have to throw it and find out. My initial impressions are, it's promising, but I don't care for the grip panels. I'd rather have something else. But, you know, I will say that changing these grip panels out is pretty easy. If you wanted to get some micarta or some wood grip panels, you can do that, just like I did with the Cold Steel Templar X. Go back and check out the last video where I threw that and I made my own leopard wood grip panels for it. Pretty easy, took me half a day to do it. So I will say that if these grip panels don't work out, we can always make our own. We got bolts, we can design something else. But I'm gonna throw it the way it is with some grip tape around it, because I'm not gonna be able to hold on to this grip, I can tell you that right now, and we'll see how well it performs. So come back for part 2. When I throw this thing hard, I throw it up close, I throw it for distance, test everything, edge quality, grip panel, steel quality, and I give you guys my honest opinion after it's over. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for everything everybody does to make this channel what it is. And remember, it's always for the love of these axes, hatchets, and tomahawks. But until next time, see ya. So the free giveaway that we're gonna do is we're gonna give away 2 511 hats. Cool thing about it is that you can go on to the 511 website and get any hat on there, and I'll buy it and I'll send it to you, and we'll do 2 of them. If you're interested in getting into the giveaway here on this video, all you have to do is go in down in the comment section and type 511. You can say whatever you want, but make sure you say 511 first in your comment, period, and then say what you want to say. 1 comment per person. You must be subscribed to me, and we'll do 2 free giveaways on here. We'll let it run for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll come back in another video, and I'll tell you guys who won. Thanks.